this was?
Well, this is summer, but I also tried for January intake in last January, which is in Herzing University. Now I also changed the university because at that time I realized that maybe my university is not good, so that's why officer give me a rejection. But now I realized that basically my main mistake is that about self-sponsor. After my second rejection, I got my point. This is a mistake.
Okay. So in January 23, which university you applied for?
Herzing University.
How do you spell that?
H-E-R.
S?
H.
H. H.
E-R.
Huh?
Z-I-N-G.
Where is it located? Which place?
Atlanta, Georgia. But here I am doing MBA. For MBA, I went there. Now I changed my university in second time.
Okay. So second time you applied for summer intake for which university?
Bay Atlantic University for MS Cybersecurity.
Okay. So what questions did the visa officer ask in the first time for January?
Okay. Well, the visa officer asked me in which course you are going. Then I answered that I am going for MBA with technology concentration and management.
Okay. Then what question?
Then other question is why this course. At that time I also like little bit about translate my course. I am choosing this course because it is it will enhance my professional skill, like that type of I answer, but I am not 100% remember what I answered there. And the third answer is question is who is your sponsor. Then I am I told him my father is my I have my personal funds which is transferred by my father. Then he also asked like what do your father. Then I answered my father is working in Saudi Arabia. He has own business there since 1992. And after that he also
since 1990 what?
Since my father is working in Saudi Arabia since 1992, and he is running own business there.
He's working or he's having a business?
He is having a business there.
Okay. Okay, fine. What more?
After that, he also questioned me what sort of business. Then I told him my father is have a company, own a company like wooden and aluminum making door company.
Okay. So
then maybe he checked my like sponsor name, but at that time my consultant filled their self, but I have no idea why they write there, because I also told him I will like explain like that type of answer. I have my personal funds which is transferred by my father.
Okay.
They consider to my father is basically my sponsor, but due to the mistake of this they got rejection. Like I got rejection, visa officer rejected me.
Okay. So when was your second interview?
My second interview is last like 1 March, 1st March.
Okay, what question the basically visa officer asked in the second interview?
Well, she is a lady. She asked me, are you came here in the January month for Herzing University? Then I said yes. After that she said me sorry she asked me why you change your university. I told her I changed this university because Bay Atlantic University is my first priority, and it is forefront of in technology. After that, he also answered me, because what do you do now? at that time I was confused because I did not add my present work, like what I am doing. I am actually just little bit doing freelancing, not too much, but I am confused. But I also explained my answer like I am a freelancer, and she said, how much you earn?
What did you answer? What do you do now? How do you answer? What did you say there?
Like I'm said, I'm a freelancer, I'm freelance, like I'm working on freelancing.
Okay.
Then she asked, how much you earn? I
Okay.
also told him 50K, because it depends on the clients and because I am just new here.
Hmm. Then
She asked, who is your sponsor? And obviously last time is also myself, write their self sponsor, and second time also write their self sponsor. I said there, my father, my parents will be the ones sponsoring my education and funding my cost of living in the USA. Then she asked me, what do your parents do? I also answered her like same. My father, Muhammad Yasin, is paying my education fee, and he's working in Saudi Arabia. He has own business there. Apart from she interrupted me, like maybe she asked me, is your father your paying your tuition fee? I was at that time like confused. I have no idea what she like properly asked me. Then I said, apart from that, my mother is also have a 30-acre land, and which she gave on the lease. But he stopped and then said me, you are not qualified, and the reason is this yellow paper.
Okay. So what do you want to do now?
I saw your videos on YouTube, and because I searched there how I will correct my mistake. So can you help me, please, sir? How I will correct my mistake? Like I have two options, but you will suggest me what I do now. Like one of my I-20 of which is also Bay Atlantic University, right there like personal statement, and I have also my personal statement in my like. I have my personal balance, which is also transferred by my parents. Then I need to correct it like in my DS 160. My father is my sponsor, and also I tell the viewer my father is my sponsor. Yeah, I mean to say, but and the other option is that I need to change my sponsor and send to request to my university. Like my mother is my sponsor now, and you make a give me a new I-20 with the sponsor of my mother.
See, understand one thing, okay? Your name is Marvi or Yasin? What's your first name?
My first name is Marvi. Yasin is my father name.
Okay, so Marvi, what is important is to understand that you are not able to interpret the questions well. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See, if you see my videos, I always tell that the visa officer is asking you a question. It's an opportunity for you to explain your case.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
It should not be a one-line sentence answer.
Okay.
Because it doesn't give enough information to the visa officer to understand how to evaluate your case. Okay, he has to make a decision, yes or no. Okay, so you have to give enough information to the visa officer for the visa officer to make a decision that yes, this person is a genuine student or this person is not a genuine student. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So how much what you speak is very important, and in that particular conversation. So let's take basically, your first question. Let's say basically the question that was asked is, which university are you going for? Okay, let's say, so if you are going asking basically, if somebody is asking you which university, then basically you tell them basically I am planning to go for so and so university, as this has, which you rightly told that it has technology oriented program, it has so and so professor, it has basically I have corresponded with so and so people, so all these things have attracted me to apply to so and so university.
Okay.
So what you are giving more than required information to the visa officer.
All right, sir.
Okay, this will tell the visa officer that, oh, you have done correspondence also to the visa to the university. Oh, you know the name of the professor. Okay, this program is unique because of so and so thing. Then the visa officer understands, okay, this person has done some research, and based on this research, this person is now standing in front of me for the student visa.
All right, sir. I understood.
You get the point? If you are going
Yes.
to just say basically just one word answer, it will not help the visa officer to make any decision.
Yes, you are right, sir.
Okay, you are just answering the question. Answering the question is not the objective of the visa interview. You have to give enough information to the visa officer for him to decide whether you are genuine or not. So if you're going to tell more information that, okay, I have done correspondence also with the professor. Oh, you have done correspondence. Okay, good. Okay, I have basically done this. I have because of this and all this because of this. Oh, you have done a lot more things before selecting a university. Now I know that you are a genuine student. You have to make him think like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you are basically looking at, let's say, why this course? Okay, why this course? I have done my bachelor's in computer science. I have done my master's in computer science. Now if you are looking for MBA program, I am now looking for basically a program which has a management and a technology. Okay,
Okay.
and this program offers the combination. Also, since I have done correspondence and I have seen the course content, I have selected this course. Then the visa officer is going to know that, oh, okay, for this reason, okay, for this reason. You don't just, you have one, basically, you have not taken your TOEFL or IELTS, okay? Now that's a big disadvantage. Next question, in the third interview, he may ask you, what's your TOEFL score? And you will say, I have not taken my TOEFL, I have not taken my IELTS. That is again going to be a negative factor on your case.
Okay, sir.
So when I basically tell the student, I tell them to prepare for everything, because you don't know what question the visa officer is going to ask.
Yes, exactly, sir.
Okay, you don't know. If he is going to ask, okay, what's your TOEFL score? So you say, I have not taken my TOEFL because the university that I'm going doesn't require my TOEFL. Okay, so then they will think, okay, why did you, when so many students are taking TOEFL, IELTS, why have you not taken? He will doubt your intention. Am I
Yes,
making
sir.
sense? But if
Yes.
you have taken TOEFL IELTS, if you are saying, what's your TOEFL score? Sir, my IELTS score is 7 back. Oh, you have taken IELTS. Why have you taken IELTS? Sir, basically because IELTS dates were easily available. And I found interview, there is an interview concept where I can go in person and give an interview. I found that to be more comfortable. So therefore I have taken IELTS. Don't try to give one word answer.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And let's basically, if you are going to a second interview, why change of university? Okay, which you said. Okay, you answered it very well, saying that Bay Atlantic University was my first priority. Okay, but since I could not get the I-20, I applied for this university. But why change your program? She then ask you, why applied for MBA now? Why applied for MSc in computer science now? So then you will have to say that even my MBA had technology management, and now since Bay Atlantic University is my first preference, I have selected this particular university because this is very focused to what I want. Okay,
Because
it has so and so course content. It has so and so this. See, what you are doing is, let's say, who is your sponsor? In your mind, you are totally confused what to tell. Let's suppose you say, okay, who is your sponsor? I say basically, I'm myself sponsoring, and plus my parents are supporting me in my study abroad, which is good enough. You don't have to say my father has transferred the fund in my account and all those things. You can say I myself and my parents are supporting me for my study abroad.
then, sir, if they said me where you get these funds in your account,
Okay.
what you do?
Tell me that from the very beginning, my father has been putting money in my saving account and has been saving money for my education abroad. So I have basically that money readily available. Plus, my parents are also equally ready to sponsor me. My father works as a businessman in basically which Muscat, right?
Yeah, Saudi Arab.
Saudi Arabia. He is a businessman. He has a aluminum and wooden furniture showroom, And my mother basically has land which is given on lease, and she is able to get an income from this particular land. So all this basically would be good enough funds for my studies in US.
Okay,
You know,
sir.
don't rush with your answer. Don't rush, because when you talk to me, I always find that you are rushing. You are somewhere in an urgency. You are basically somewhere, basically, you're not explain your point very well.
Okay, sir.
Give enough time for the visa officer to understand your concern.
Sure, sir. I understood. Sir, one thing more I ask you.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Well, it is impact if my father is working in Saudi Arabia or have a
Not
own
at
store.
all. Why it should impact? I have so many students whose parents are working abroad and they get the
Okay.
visa. It's only in your head that you think that,
Okay.
oh, my father is working abroad. The problem is you are not able to explain your case well. You are
How?
afraid more and more in answering. You are rushing with your answer. When you're talking to me also, you are rushing with your answer. You don't rush with your answer. You basically answer confidently. You
All
give
right.
them enough reasons to basically say that for all these reasons, I want to go to US.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, so much. Sir, and one thing more, and he is, about my family, like also my brothers in Saudi Arabia. He know every information about me or not.
Your brother is, I could not get your, but what was your
I
question?
mean to say, my family, like my brother or my father, is working in Saudi Arabia. Visa officer know about this or not?
See, you have already told once, right? You have already told twice.
Yes.
So they make notes.
Okay. Okay.
When you are basically answering, they make notes. So I don't know what is written in that note. I don't know. Only the
Okay.
visa officer knows what is written in that note.
All
I would
right.
say that your answer should be consistent. Means suppose you have given one answer, then you should not say, okay, say, my father is sponsoring me. Then second, my mother is sponsoring me. My brother is sponsoring me. No, your answer should be consistent. So if you want to add sponsor, you say, besides my father, my mother and my brother is also sponsoring my studies abroad.
Okay, sir. So it is this is no issue if I will also put my name like I am self-sponsor.
So you can say I have self-sponsored. Now problem is if they asked you about your work experience, you got confused. Why? If you got confused, what you should do is you can tell the officer, can you just repeat the question, please?
Okay.
Give yourself time to basically understand the question well. Don't, if you have not understood the question, why you are answering the question? Let's suppose you told me the visa officer asked me about my work and I got confused. Now, if suppose you are confused, ask the visa officer, can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, sir.
Okay, the visa officer will again ask you the question. So understand what the question was and then you answer the question. What is the rush? What is the rush in answering a question? What is the rush basically that you are basically always you are answering very fast? I know it's a habit probably, but you have to answer in such a way that the visa officer is able to understand what you're saying.
All right, sir. But sir,
Okay.
at that time I was just speaking in normal. Like she said, in which course you are going? Then I am telling, well, I am going to pursue my MS in cybersecurity with technology concentration.
So if I was there in your case, I would have
Yes.
said which course you are going. So I have done my bachelor's and so I have done my master's and this is why I have selected masters in cyber security. I have also have a related work experience for this, and so all these things basically make me basically apply for this course as I want to work in future as so area. I would have said all those things in this one answer.
All right. Like, sir, I will again explain my answer. Like, I am going to pursue my MS cybersecurity in technology concentration. And because previously I studied computer science, and after that I took the experience of
See,
2 years.
I would not, previously I studied computer science. Expand. Previously, I did my bachelor's in computer science. I've also done my master's in computer science to meet the 16 years of education requirement. Expand. Expand your
Okay.
answer. Express. Don't basically just previously I've done. I want the visa officer to basically listen to you. Give enough time, give enough answer, basically, make the visa officer feel that, oh, you are a genuine student.
Okay, sir. All right.
right? So you can, you can do this. Then basically you can say more if you want. I have a work experience, okay, in so and so area, which is related to cyber security.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
All right.
but then your DS 160 should be consistent. Okay, you can't change your DS 160 saying that first DS 160 no work experience, second DS 160 work experience, third DS 160 something else. Because what happens is the more inconsistent your DS 160, the more difficult for you to get visa. It has to be consistent.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
what it tells, if your DS 160 is inconsistent, it tells that visa officer that you are changing your DS 160 again and again. That means you are not sure.
Okay, okay. Sir,
Okay.
I just one thing, or I mean to say, guide me what I do not write my experience, because I also told you a visa officer told asking me about, and at that time I was answer I am a freelancer. So now I add there or not?
Okay. Now, if you have said freelancer, continue with freelancing. Saying that I will, as a freelancer, I have worked in various cyber security projects. Okay, I work for so and so clients where I have done so and so work. All these things basically because of my profile and basically my education qualification, I have applied for this MSc in cybersecurity.
Okay.
Don't change your answer. Don't you one time you are saying freelancing, second time you are saying working for a company. The more you basically are you are inconsistent in your DX 160, the more difficult for you to get your visa.
Okay. No, I mean to say I don't need to put in my DS, like you don't need to fill my.
Continue as a freelancer. If you have mentioned basically, I don't know if you have mentioned it or not, what you have
In my
mentioned.
first time, in my first or two checking attempts, I did not feel it, but I just answer
That's
to
a
the view.
mistake. That's a mistake because what happens now, you continue with it. You have to, when you are applying for your visa, you have to give enough thought on how to fill your DS1C because this is the primary document that is going to be there with the visa officer. The
Okay.
visa officer is going to see your DS160 and he is going to have your I-20.
Yes.
Other documents he will not have. He is going, if he requires, he'll ask from you, but he will have the DS160 and he will have your I-20. So he's going to look at your DS160. So if you're serious about your visa, then you should work on your DS160 first. You
Okay,
should
sir.
look at each of the questions, answer it very well. You have to understand that. You can't just leave a gap and then you say, basically, can I add this? Can I add this? Can I add this? So if you wanted to add this, why did you not add in the DS160 first? Okay. Now you can continue with saying that you are working as a freelancer. The visa officer will ask you, why have you not added this in your DS160? So you tell the visa officer that since I am a freelancer, I don't have work experience proof. So therefore, I have not added this in my DS160.
All right, sir. It's a really good answer for me.
Okay. Okay. All the best to you. I hope you get your visa.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, thank you. I really like support your channel, sir, because you are really nice teacher.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
without paying like fees, you also helps to students. Thank you so much. I
Okay. I
never
wish you all the
I
best.
never see like that type of person in my life.
Okay. I hope
Okay,
I
sir.
hope you get your visa. All the best.
Inshallah, sir. Okay, sir. Allah Hafiz. Take care.
Bye.